guys, what's going on? It's King24 welcoming you to a Forza Horizon video. Now in this video I thought I'd show you guys some of the rarest cars that I own, cars that hardly ever appear in the auction house, or the cars I just found so difficult to get. A couple of these I have to shout a friend of mine called Mikey who helped me with two of them, two of them, and the rest I think I just got super lucky in the auction house to get them, and we're starting off with the Audi Sport Quattro from 1986. This one was one of those where, and this is going to be for quite a few of them, where I'd been looking in the auction house for ages. It was the, I think, second to last Audi I needed, the other one being the, I want to say TT from 2020, which actually got added to the backstage pass a few weeks ago. Beat the Jaguar, which we'll get into in a little bit, because I was quite surprised that it beat the Jag. But shortly after the Audi came on the backstage pass, I claimed it, and that was the last Audi I needed, was the Quattro. I have spent quite a few hours on the auction house trying to look for it, and one day, I think it was like the next day after the TT came out, I thought I'll have a look, see if I can find it, and boom, one came up for auction, and I immediately bought it, because I thought if I don't buy it now, it will probably take me forever to find again. Really happy with that car. It's a fun car to use, especially in obviously off-road races. Next we've got the Camaro Racing Pro Stock. I think it is quite honestly the most broken car in terms of just drag racing on Forza. This one cost me around 20 million. I can't remember how much that one cost me. It cost me a few million. If I remember the prices, I will tell you. I think most of them were around 20 million. But yeah, this is another one which I have seen some people on, like, I think Reddit and Facebook and even YouTube have like 10, 15, 20 of them, which is absolutely insane. But it took me so long to find one. I should point out, obviously, as I'm sure you can tell, I don't play Xbox, I mainly play PlayStation, so we only got Forza I think nearly a year ago now. So yeah, this car was so hard to find, but again, managed to get so lucky on the auction house, and yeah. At first I was like, oh, I don't really want that car, but when I actually managed to get it, I was like, yes, I finally got one, and it's a lot of fun in a drag race, but not much good at anything else. The newest car to my collection, and I will do maybe a full car collection video in the future, and the car that actually kind of made me think, maybe I'll just do the video, is the Citroen BX4 TC from 1986. Kind of weird that this is the only Citroen in this game, but again, in the auction house, I just happened to be looking through the car collection page, and I was like, there's only one Citroen. Let's see if I can find it in the auction house, and I kid you not, one was available. I could have probably bought it cheaper, but I thought I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to click buy it now. Got it for 20 million, and yeah, it was a great car to add to the collection. Moving on to the two most difficult to find Ferraris, which are the California T, which I think was in the backstage pass and vote a few weeks ago now, but actually lost, which again I was a bit stunned by. Same with the car to the right, which we'll talk about in a few moments. And it's the SF90. I'm not sure if that was a like a weekly challenge car, something like that. But again, these two were so difficult to find. In fact, the California T, I think, and the SF90, I had to message a friend of mine who happened to have like about 2 or 3 of each, and he was like, I'll put them at the auction house, and I managed to get them. And yeah, I was so lucky, because I think my friend put up like 2 of them, and one of them sold before I even managed to get on the page to look. But yeah, to say I was happy when I finally managed to get my hands on both of these Ferraris is an understatement, because like I say, I now own every Ferrari in this game, and I think that's a cool little thing. Moving on to, in my opinion, the rarest car I own in terms of just being able to try and get this in the auction house, because it's so difficult to get, and it's probably my favourite car, and I couldn't believe, I think we're going back to around October, I think it was, November time, 2025. This car was in the Backstage Pass vote. I voted for it, and I was convinced this car was going to win because I had seen so many people on Reddit and forums being like, oh, we need to get this Jag, or if anybody's selling this Jag, whatever. And it lost, and I couldn't believe it. And yeah, that kind of, it was the only time I think a car lost the vote, and I was a bit like, oh my god, seriously? Wow, what? But shortly after that, I got messaging somebody who I know who plays on Xbox, who had Forza, and he's like, dude, which car was it you were after? I'm like, oh, the F-Type SVR, I can't find it anyway. He went, let me know when you're on. I think I've got some available. Now, he wasn't too sure if it was the F-Type SVR or the Project F-Type. He had, I think, 3 of these available. He said he would try to sell me 2, but if they both sold, then he couldn't help me, which is fair enough. The first one, gone before I even had the chance to get on the game. The second one, thankfully, I managed to get, and I was, to say I was ecstatic and over the moon would be an understatement. I think it's fair to say that if I had recorded that clip, I was like jumping for joy. I couldn't believe it. I thought I finally had this car in my collection. Yes, I know it's not the fastest. Yes, I know it's not the, you know, probably the most powerful car in the game or anything like that. But it's a car that I absolutely adore in real life. And when I first started playing Forza, like when I first bought Forza, there were certain cars I was like, oh, I hope this car's in the game. And when I saw the F-Type was in it, I was like, brilliant. And then I saw that it was one of the most extremely rare cars. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, shout out to, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, who helped me, who was on Xbox, who managed to get me the F-Type SVR, but like I say, I was over the moon with that. The Lamborghini, again, another super rare car, which I think was a weekly challenge car at some point a long time ago. But again, super rare to find now. I know for a fact with, I think, every car that I'm showing you, if I was to put them on the auction house, they would sell like that within a heartbeat. This Lamborghini was the last one I needed to complete the collection of Lamborghinis. There are a few car manufacturers that I've completed, including Jaguar, Lamborghini, and the 2 Mercedes and Mini, which we'll go into in just a couple of moments. But yeah, again, I think this one was, a friend of mine on Xbox had like 2 of them, or 3 of them, because I don't know how Xbox players do it. They seem to have like a few of the rarer cars, which PlayStation players don't seem to be able to get very easily. He put it up in the auction house, boom, got it. Couldn't believe it, over the moon. The Mercedes AMG GT Black Series. Now, this is a car that my friend, again Mikey, had I think 3 of, and he put one up in the auction house, but again, sadly when I went to buy it, it already sold. Gutted. It took me another few weeks, and then thankfully I was just thinking, oh, go in the auction house, come on, and just kept looking, and thankfully when I refreshed after, I'm not sure how long, too long, it felt like, one came up, boom, clicked it, buy it now, and thankfully it worked. Again, I was so excited because that now meant I had every Mercedes AMG. Really pumped to get it, and it is an amazingly fun car to drive in this game. Probably the weirdest car that's quite difficult to get, but one that, again, if it wasn't so rare, I would probably not even keep, is the Mercedes E55 AMG wagon. Now, again, this one super rare to find in the auction house. In fact, my good friend, who I speak to sometimes, who's on Xbox, when we message in Discord, I asked him about this Mercedes, and even he said he didn't have any available. He had 2. He sold one, and the other one, obviously, he keeps, which is fair enough. I can't believe how hard this one was to get, because it's not even like, I don't think, a very fun car to drive in the game, or is it a very good car, or a nice looking car. But I think the main reason why I wanted it, and most people want it, is just to complete Mercedes-Benz. And again, just out of pure luck, I went on the auction house and I think 2 or 3 came up. I just clicked on the second one, boom, bought it. And yeah, honestly, I could not believe it. Last about, well, no means least for me, although I think it's fair to say a lot of people on the Forza forums and Reddit and whatnot, and Facebook and X now as it's called, probably say this is their least favourite Forza Edition car, and it's the Mini Cooper S. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I am a huge Mini fan, especially in the old school Minis, mainly because of my love of the film The Italian Job, which is my favourite film of all time. Now, this is a car that I can definitely say I can give a shout out to my friend Mikey, who had 3 of these on his account. When I was like talking to him one day, and I said, "Oh, I hope I can get that Mini sometime," but I didn't know how to get it. He just happened to be online. He messaged me. He went, "Bro, join my lobby." I joined him. He put 2 up for sale. The first one, in fact, both of his sold. There was 3 available. He put 2, and somebody else put up theirs. I bought it. And I remember when Mikey came back, my friend came back, he said, "Oh, did you miss out again on both the Minis?" And I went, "No, I got one. Turns out it wasn't his, but I wouldn't have known the difference. Because, like I say, I was just so ecstatic. The first one that came up, I was like, boom, boom, buy it, yep, done. But yeah, there you have it. Just before I forget, actually, little detail for the Jaguar. I think the main reason why the Jaguar in particular is so difficult to buy is with like certain cars on this list. So for example, I think the Pro Stock, the Citroen and the Audi, and possibly both of these Ferraris and the Mercedes, I could be wrong with the Mercedes though, definitely the Pro Stock, is you can usually put them up for around 20 million each. The Jaguar, it won't let you put it up for more than I think 250,000, which is the car's value in game. So when one becomes available, it's literally just whoever's fastest, or I've been told that basically people who play the games on PC, etc., will just to, like, as soon as the car comes up, boom, they'll be able to buy it. Not sure if that's true, but that's what I was told. But anyway, this is my little video of my various cars that took me a very long time to get. If you guys would like to see maybe a completion video in which I show you guys my complete collections of certain brands of car in this game, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys are enjoying the Forza content, please like this video, subscribe if you're new, ding that notification bell, and I'll catch you all in the next video. But until then, adios.